G'day, this is Steve from Physio for All. This video is the next in our series for the Workstation ergonomic setup. We've spoken about the chair and setup in the first workstation, so we're not going to go there. We can clearly see that Katrina is set up at the right height. She's using a footrest down the bottom there to support her feet so that all the angles are where we want them to be. Now, let's talk about the monitor. The monitor should be at seated eye level. So Katrina will show you that the top of the monitor is at seated eye level. We have a laptop, and we have that there on purpose just to show you that a laptop should never be flat on the desk. So we have a laptop stand, which is over there. Now this laptop stand we actually sell in the practice, and you can buy it online from us. You can see it's fully adjustable in height, so you can change the heights to suit you, and once again it should be at seated eye level. The next thing with a monitor is that it must be at about 1 arm's length distance from you, and not closer. That's more than likely the right distance and what we call the normal view zone for Katrina. So you've got the right height, you've got the right distance, and that's really important. There's also a little desktop stand just to put some documents on in case Katrina's reviewing any documents. So the laptop stand's pretty useful, and it's all right in front of her, and what we call an inline document stand. Now the keyboard should be within the normal reach zone, which it is, so it's nice and close to Katrina, not too close, so you don't want it dragged in right underneath you. So Katrina, move that keyboard in underneath you, because that'll force her head down into a hyperflex position to look at the keyboard. So it should be about half an arm's length away from you, nicely positioned. It should be flat, so you can see Katrina will tilt the keyboard up for you. It's got a keyboard tilt. Our view is that then places a load on the wrist and could overload the wrist. So we prefer the keyboard to be flat, and she'll flatten that for you nicely. Both the keyboard and the mouse are wireless, and that's pretty useful when using a laptop. The keyboard is within normal reach zone, and so is the mouse. You can see the mouse is nice and close alongside the keyboard. Really important to keep that angle. You can see her arm is very close to the mouse and the keyboard. You don't want it to drift, so let it come away from you, Katrina, or overreach, so reach away, because that will overload her shoulder, her elbow, her wrist, and her neck. So you really want that all within the normal reach zone, nicely positioned, head in a nice neutral position. With your seated positions, you don't want to hyperflex your neck, head down all the time, or rotate or sit poorly and twist it to one side. So you can see the ergonomics nicely set up. Laptop stand. If you don't have a laptop and you're using a monitor, make sure it's at seated eye level and that it's within the normal reach zone, view zone. The keyboard and the mouse are well placed. This is Steve from Physio for All. Revitalize, bounce, and be healthy.